Have you ever heard the story of Alexander the Great? The man who conquered almost the entire known world before he even turned 30? Born in 356 BC in Pella, the ancient capital of Macedonia, Alexander was destined for greatness. Taught by the philosopher Aristotle, he learned science, medicine, philosophy, and strategy, skills that would later help him create one of the largest empires in history. At just 20 years old, Alexander became king after the assassination of his father, King Philip II. He immediately faced rebellions and threats from neighboring regions. But unlike other rulers, he was bold, ambitious, and fearless. He led his troops personally into battle, inspiring loyalty and fearlessness in his soldiers. Over the next decade, Alexander would march his army over 20,000 miles, from Greece through Asia Minor, Egypt, Persia, and as far as India. He won legendary battles such as Granicus, Issus, and Gaugamela, often against armies many times larger than his own. His tactics are still studied in military academies today. But Alexander wasn't just a military genius, he was also a master of PR. He often adopted local customs and married women from conquered lands to integrate cultures into his empire. He founded over 20 cities that bear his name, the most famous being Alexandria in Egypt. And yes, he apparently also carried his favorite horse, Bucephalus, everywhere like a celebrity pet. Then came the tragic part. In 323 BC, at only 32 years old, Alexander fell ill in Babylon and died. Ancient sources say his body was preserved in honey, a practice meant to prevent decay. And that's when the mystery begins. His tomb was said to be magnificent, a symbol of his empire's glory. Yet over the centuries, the exact location vanished from history. Some claim it was in Alexandria, but the trail goes cold. Despite centuries of searching, no one has conclusively found Alexander's final resting place. Some believe it may lie under modern Alexandria, hidden beneath layers of urban development. Others think it was deliberately hidden to prevent desecration, and there are even wild theories suggesting that Alexander's story may be partially myth, exaggerated over generations. Yet Alexander's legacy continues to inspire. From military strategy to cultural integration, his influence shaped the course of history. Kings, generals, and leaders have studied his life for centuries, and despite the mystery of his tomb, his story lives on in books, films, and even video games. So whether his body rests beneath the sands of Egypt or only in our imagination, Alexander the Great achieved something no conqueror ever truly could. He became immortal, not through his bones, but through the legend that echoes across time. And maybe, just maybe, somewhere under the streets of Alexandria, a tiny archaeologist is still digging for that honey-preserved king. And that, my friends, is the enduring mystery of Alexander the Great.